Idiom, fighting a losing battle. Definition, trying to achieve something that you will probably fail to achieve. Examples, she knew she was fighting a losing battle when she tried to convince her boss to change his mind. Trying to keep the house clean with 3 toddlers feels like fighting a losing battle. He was fighting a losing battle against the weeds in his garden. No matter how much he pulled, they kept coming back. Idiom, burn your bridges. Definition, do something that makes it impossible to go back to a situation you were in before. Examples, if you quit your job without notice and insult your boss, you really burn your bridges with that company. She knew that moving to another country would burn her bridges with her old life, but she was ready for a fresh start. Be careful not to burn your bridges when leaving a relationship. You never know when you might need that person again. Idiom, have an axe to grind. Definition, to have a strong personal opinion, bias, or selfish motive that one wants to promote, often in a way that is not entirely objective. Examples, she always seems to have an axe to grind when it comes to environmental issues. I think he has an axe to grind against the new manager, which is why he's so critical. Whenever he talks about politics, you can tell he has an axe to grind. Idiom, when it comes to the crunch. Definition, when a situation becomes serious or difficult. Examples, everyone says they'll help, but when it comes to the crunch, only a few people actually show up. He talks a lot about quitting his job, but when it comes to the crunch, he never does it. You might think you know what to do, but when it comes to the crunch, it's much harder than it seems. Idiom, a chink in his armor. Definition, a weak point in someone's character, argument, or defenses that can be exploited or taken advantage of. Examples, the lawyer found a chink in his armor during the cross-examination, which helped win the case. Everyone thought the team was unbeatable, but their poor defense proved to be a chink in their armor. She seemed confident, but her nervousness about public speaking was a chink in her armor. Idiom, have something on the brain. Definition, you can't stop thinking or talking about one particular thing. Examples, ever since she started planning her wedding, she has it on the brain and talks about it nonstop. Lately, I've had football on the brain. I even dream about the matches. He has his new business idea on the brain and brings it up in every conversation. Idiom, pick someone's brains. Definition, ask for information or advice from a person who knows more about something than you do. Examples, can I pick your brains about the new software update? You always understand these things better than I do. She wanted to pick his brains before starting her own business, since he had so much experience. Whenever I have a tricky math problem, I pick my brother's brains because he's a genius at it. Idiom, brain drain. Definition, the movement of highly skilled and educated people from their own country to another one where they are paid more. Examples, many doctors and engineers leave the country, contributing to the brain drain that affects the nation's development. The government is trying to offer better incentives to stop the brain drain of talented scientists. After the economic crisis, there was a noticeable brain drain as professionals sought better opportunities abroad. Idiom, be a load, weight off your mind. Definition, to feel relieved because a worry or concern has been removed. Examples, finding out that my test results were negative was a real weight off my mind. When she finally paid back the loan, it was a load off her mind. Knowing that my family arrived safely is a weight off my mind. Idiom, keep an open mind. Definition, wait until you have all the facts before forming an opinion. Examples, it's important to keep an open mind when learning about new cultures. She tried to have an open mind about the new project, even though it was very different from what she was used to. If you keep an open mind, you might discover something you really enjoy.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like the video. Practice idioms you like in comments. Follow us on Telegram and check out mobile app for effective learning and training. Happy learning!